We will now create a rendered image of your MP3 player. Open up your design and click on File, New, Photo Album. In the new screen that appears, you have to select Image and New Image at the top of the menu. Select the design you want to bring in to the album setting. It should appear and seem in a similar fashion to what it is in the design setting, but in the album setting you can add color and textures. On the left hand side, in the drop down menu where it says Images, select Materials. You will see 4 options appear. Open up each option and you will see that you actually have a lot of different types of materials. To transfer a material to your object, all you simply have to do is click and drag. Click on the option you want, for example gold polished. Left click and drag across. You'll see that the cursor changes into a little paint pot. Move towards the MP3 player and you'll see that little highlight in blue. Press on the update button at the top of the screen. You will notice that your MP3 player will now turn gold. There are several things you can do to make the quality of the image appear better. Select Image and go to Image Properties. First of all, select on Presentation. This will improve the edges of the rendered image. Then go to Effects. Make sure the background is white. It may look white, but in fact it is a very pale grey. So under Background, choose Plain, choose Color and choose White. In the studio you can experiment with a different lighting. Choose room lighting, for example. Click OK. Again, press the green update button. And you will see a slight improvement in the quality of the image. When you go to move the image, it automatically, by default, goes back to the design view. But by simply pressing the green update button, it will automatically render the view. At the moment, all you are doing is changing the color or the appearance of the whole object. You can select certain surfaces. In the bottom right, you will see that there's a Select Part tool and a Select Face tool. Click on the Select Face tool. Now choose an other texture or material. For example, I will choose Plastic Polished. Click and drag it across until you see it is selecting the face you want. This is the top of the screen. Let go. On Plastic Polished, you also have the option to select different colors. So right click and click on Set Material Properties and set the color for the screen. I will choose a pale grey. Click OK and click on the green update button. You will see the screen changes color. I will choose rubber this time. Click and drag it across to the top part of it and press the green button. Make sure you choose all the different surfaces of the button. Update as you go so you can get a sense of the effect you're creating. Simply click and drag each time to the different surfaces and update. Change the view auto scale it to make sure it's in the center of your screen, then update the image again to check that it looks correct. Sometimes it can be tricky to highlight certain areas that you want. You may have to zoom in. Right click, click on zoom in, and left click and drag. Change the view and zoom in until you get close to the area you want. Experiment with the different textures and colors until you get the effects you want. You will now have to export the image you have created so that you can import it into Photoshop. Simply go to Image and Image Properties. Under image size, we want to increase this. By increasing this, we create a bigger image, which gives us a better quality of image. For example, here is the width and height. At the moment, it is only 700 pixels by 500 pixels. This would only give us an image of a couple of inches, which would appear sharp. To get a larger, sharper image, we have to increase the amount of pixels. Increase the width to approximately 2800 and the height to 2000. Click OK. Your image will disappear off the screen, but you will notice that the document needs updating. Press the green button and it will start to render the image again. You're now rendering a larger image than can be shown on the computer screen. Wait until the timer stops. Once the timer has stopped, you can now export the image. Simply click on File, Export, JPEG. Click Browse and make sure you know where the image is going to be saved. Keep the quality factor at about 80 and click OK. Your image is now